What is up, YouTube? This is Unadvantage69, and welcome to a little story. Recently I've been watching one of my favorite YouTubers, FaZe Jev, or just Jev, Jason, Eugene, Virgin, I don't know, whatever you guys want to refer him to. Well, he was telling about how he dated a girl in high school that was short, bad hygiene, but still a really sweet girl. Well, thing is, that happened to be in middle school. Pretty much the exact same story. I mean, I'm literally going to tell you exactly what happened because, well, between us two, just because this is the internet and I can. So, without further ado, let's do this! Alright. Alright. So, me and this girl, first off, we didn't even really know each other. And my friend ended up dating her and took her to like the dance and stuff like that, all like mooshy gooshy, but then they broke up for some reason. I didn't know why. And so I was like, okay, maybe I'll start to get to know this girl. She has something for me. And I found out she liked me in English class because we were watching, I know it's a sound gay, but I was watching Percy Jackson. Yeah. We were sitting in the back and she's like, hey, come back here, come back here. I was like, okay. I come back, she's like, move your desk over here. I was like, okay. Doing all this stuff. She's like, hey, I want to let you know something. I want to let you in on a little secret. I was like, okay. She's like, I have this little thing for you. I was like, okay. You could probably guess what I respond in the next couple of things, but she's telling me all this stuff like, oh, I really like you, and like all this stuff. I was like, you know, I said the thing, okay, and then a couple days later we're dating, and I was like, it was all normal at first, and then at one point we were like, you know, we started kissing, and I don't know why, it's just the kisses, they felt different, and the fact that when I was you know, taking her out to the bus, because I'm not going to be a douche and just walk out to my bus and just not walk with her or hold her hand or anything. But like, also that too, when I was holding her hand, like, let me represent to you, okay? I want to show you how tall I am. Like, see this? Alright, you can't really tell, but 5'7" right here. 5'7", okay? She was about here on me, okay? I'm not kidding. Right there. And when I held her hand, I had to like go like this. So I'm walking along like, yeah, holding your hand, but you know, it's not really holding because I'm slunching it open. But it was terrible, okay? It was terrible, okay? Terrible. It just was weird. And then when I would, you know, when we got to the bus, we did what most couples did. And we would like, you know, kiss. You know, like, all right, not like that. That's gross. But we will get to that point. That was when I noticed the badness. But every time we would go to the buses, I would have to literally bend over, like, scrunch myself from, like, here's me. I would have to go about that, like, and kiss her. It was weird, okay? It was weird. And then one day we're in study hall, and this is a science study hall, so there were lab tables, and one day we went back there, just talking with her friends, which I didn't like. I'm not going to name them, or her actually. I'm not going to name her. I really hope she doesn't see this, or else if she has a boyfriend, he's going to kill me. But what happened was, we're back there at those lab tables, and for some reason her friend, she's like, oh, you guys should kiss, you know, like, you know, kiss, you know, like that, you know. No, I was like, oh, okay, what if we get caught? And out of nowhere, right as I'm saying this, just her tongue just goes down my throat, like, just completely down my throat. And this was my first making out session to this point. Like, I had never made out, like, first off, in school, but just made out at all, okay? I was like, okay, this is happening. Alright, let's go with it, and something happened. We kind of, I don't know how to really put this into words, but we went back to the back of the room, and since I was the tall one, I stood, like, with my arms on the lab table. Just imagine, here's a lab table, like, right here on me. I'm putting my arms on it, just like, talking to people, and she's short, so she's down there, and she's messing with my breadstick. Okay, I'm just gonna call it my breadstick. She's messing with it, It was like, she's doing the whole, like, the old salt shaker. Doing that, I was like, oh, this is so awkward. But she's doing that, I was like, oh, this is happening, and I. This is so awkward. But that happened, and I kind of got a stank wiener. It smelled. And that's kind of where I was like, alright. Did she, like, throw up on it or something? Like, did she regurgitate something? Like, why does it smell? Like, it's not supposed to smell. I know what it smells like. I mean, it's my old junk. I know exactly what it smells like every day, every hour, and every minute. I know what it smells like right now. It smells like roses. I don't like my Peter smelling like, gah. Like, alright, that was gross. I'm sorry you had to see that. It was just, ugh. And one point we were at this, I don't even know what to really call it. Like, it was, since in my state testing is called PSSAs, Pennsylvania, that makes sense. Well, after this testing, we were, I guess, rewarded with, like, this little study hall, kind of go down in the gym and dance to some really pooey music that just sucked. And everyone else was just doing all stupid, like, yeah, throw my arms around. And of course, I was one of those people. But then my girlfriend calls me over to the bleachers. And I pretty much knew what was going to happen. It was going to be the whole... And of course, me being the boyfriend that has to listen to his girlfriend, I went over. And that happened. And once again, her breath stunk. It was... honestly, if you could be literally, like, you could have the face of a butt. Like, you could literally have a butt put on your face, like, cracking everything. And if that butt had good hygiene, like, you wipe that thing good, you're already, like, at a 4, maybe 5 on my hot scale, okay? And you could be a bald butt. You could be a hairy butt. I don't care. As long as you, like, clean that up, brush a little, give it some braids, I don't know. You're a 5 on my hot scale. But she just, like, hygiene is my #1 thing. If you don't brush your teeth, that's gross. I am not dating you, okay? I am sorry, but that's disgusting. Just, and when I would have, like, kissing her and I'd have food, like, from her mouth in my mouth, I just want to throw up thinking about it. But when I told her, like, first off, I told her, I was like, listen, I can't date you. And she was, like, saying all this stuff. And she was like, well, what did I do wrong? I was like, you don't brush your teeth. I told her straight up. I looked at her, I was like, listen, brush your teeth. Have you ever heard of toothpaste? And she got really ticked off. I was just being honest. Like, I couldn't say it any nicer. I was like, you could brush your teeth every so often, maybe like a stick of gum or something. Like, even that would help. A mint? I don't know. Just brush your teeth. It's not that easy. It takes like 10 seconds. Gotta get that tongue, for the French kissing. Basically regular kissing with more tongue. But yeah, that kind of happened, and then after a while, she was like, "Alright, since I really like you," like, we broke up for a while. It was, like, really awkward and stuff like that, and then she was like, "Alright, fine, I'll, I'll brush my teeth." I was like, "Thank you," because, like I said, in middle school, I was a horny little man. I was really horny, and she kind of cheated on me. Let's just say that. She cheated on me because she's stupid and drank and got drunk, and she started talking to this guy that I knew, like, he was one of my friends. Like, it's still to this day we're friends, because I don't really care that, like, she talked to him, because she's the one who started, like, saying stuff. He didn't really say anything, but she definitely insinuated, like, hey, she's more like, hey, I want to suck your pee-pee. Like that, you know, it was really, yeah. And so I broke with her again, and I have not talked to her since, and I'm so glad I have. And it's just disgusting, okay? So, that's just my little story. I know it's really gross, and you guys may think that these stories are fake, but I promise you, these are 100% legit. Like, I would not lie. Like, what's the point of lying to you people? What? I could say, like, oh, I'm black. Yeah, I'm LeBron James, and I have some sick hops, and I have a 10-inch wiener. Yeah. See, I can keep a straight face over that just because why not? But honestly, I wouldn't lie to you guys, but it was the worst experience I've ever had. So, since I discussed this weird situation, tell me all of, like, your weird relationship things. Like, if you've ever had one that's just straight out weird and something bad happened, it wasn't you, like, even to me, like, I personally think, like, I did nothing in this relationship. Nothing. And then she actually went around and said I was a bad kisser. I would be a good kisser if you didn't have a butthole in your mouth. And just, like, every time you kiss someone, just a turd comes out, and just, you poo in my mouth. That's basically what it was, and it stunk my mouth, too. But, yeah. That's my story. Hope you guys liked hearing all the nasty stuff I said, and yeah, I'll see you next time.